So she's
I mean,
a
they
serial
sound reasonable.
fraudster. She's that's called fraud. None of it was just due to the fact that she seems like a rather shitty.
Megyn Kelly has completely exposed Blake Lively. She revealed that Lively is nothing short of a serial fraud, hiding behind feminism while staging false harassment claims that only undermined trust in real victims. Scandals like these have destroyed careers by manipulation. And it's not just Justin Baldoni, others have also fallen victim, with Lively's own actions dragging the truth into the light.
Is accused of having turned the whole cast of It Ends With Us again.
To maintain her perfect image in Hollywood, Blake Lively went as far as orchestrating scams. She hijacked directors' projects, played the victim for sympathy, and built her career on a facade. But the truth can't stay buried forever.
Wrested his movie away from him and decided to try to hurt him with petty, made-up, out-of-context.
In Megyn Kelly's eyes, Lively is nothing less than a modern-day Amber Heard. Without sugarcoating a word, Kelly shattered Lively's fantasy world, where she painted herself as the oppressed heroine while actually being the manipulator.
My own position is she's absolutely ruined her brand. She has started a fight she cannot win. She does appear like an Amber Heard.
Kelly didn't hold back when pointing out that Blake could never survive allegations or scrutiny. Every outrageous claim she made against Baldoni collapsed under hard evidence. In court, text messages, production footage, and receipts told the real story, while Lively's own leaked messages showed her bragging about her connections with Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift.
See one of her complaints borne out. In fact, all of the ones I've seen have been undermined by his hardcore proof in text messaging and so on that puts a totally different light on her horrific allegations. Then you see what she actually said and wrote.
It was all an illusion. In court, her manipulative games fell apart, eerily similar to Amber Heard's public deception. It was only a matter of time before the mask slipped.
Called herself Khaleesi and said Ryan Reynolds and we believe Taylor Swift were her dragons. And she's got the best dragons because they'll fight on behalf of her friends.
Then, everything spiraled into disaster. Blake and Ryan Reynolds poured themselves into a $650 million legal inferno as part of a desperate PR battle. It all began with a wedding accusation, where Baldoni faced a false harassment claim and a smear campaign.
She and Taylor are reportedly on the outs because Taylor Swift is like, bitch, I'm nobody's dragon. That's unconfirmed, but it's...
But the tables turned quickly. Baldoni hit back with a $400 million defamation countersuit. Suddenly, PR teams and armies of lawyers were deployed, fighting for survival.
And reveal that I actually need to have authorship in order to fill.
According to the New York Times, the lawsuits ballooned to a staggering $650 million. For Blake and Ryan, it became a financial apocalypse. If they lost, they would be forced to sell off their lavish lifestyle and even consider bankruptcy, and not even the Deadpool fortune could save them.
See it. He was the director of the film, the producer of the film, the guy who got the rights to the film, the one who's supposed to be in control. He didn't even get to see it. He was in the basement at his own movie premiere. And then she had the nerve, because she had 2 minutes of bad publicity when the film hit, to come out and try to blame it all on him. None of it was just due to the fact that she seems like a rather shitty.
Blake's legal strategy was weak at best. There was no solid evidence to support her claims, only bluff and speculation. When Baldoni's texts, calls, and records were brought forward, nothing pointed in her favor. Her case rested on little more than hope.
And all of this is Ryan Reynolds. I was going to say the same thing. Like, he's coming home. He's trying to sell some cell phone plans. He's trying to sell some gin. And she's like, I need your help, little dragon. We're going to ruin people today.
Then Candace Owens arrived like a wrecking ball, tearing through Blake's manipulative web of lies. Even outside the courtroom, Lively and Ryan tried scheming, recruiting Hollywood celebrities to back them. But by the time people like Jenny Slate called out the nonsense, their credibility was already in ruins.
Today, we see some evidence now that Blake Lively may have a history of not being upfront when she gets cast in a movie, of her secret desires to actually play a much bigger role than that of lead.
In one desperate move, a so-called bromance expert was dragged into a documentary purely to spin the narrative in Blake's favor.
Liz Plank was a perfect person for them to go after because first and foremost, if you don't know anything about her, I had never heard her name before this scandal. She's kind of branded herself as like the ultimate
This was Hollywood corruption in its purest form, smoke and mirrors. But slowly, even her biggest allies began to back away. Taylor Swift, her closest friend, chose silence. And eventually, the entire house of cards collapsed.
He appeared as an expert to deliver to audiences what the definition of a bromance.
Ari Emanuel's entire business empire depended on Blake's spotless image. To protect her and Ryan, he sacrificed Baldoni, no investigation, no questions asked.
I did not know this. He is actually Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' agent. So they are his clients. You have the CEO, chairman of WME and Endeavor, and these are his clients.
And to top it all off, Emanuel tried gaslighting the public by presenting Blake as an angel. But the mountain of evidence told another story, manipulating co-stars, throwing innocent people under the bus, and using anyone and everyone for her own gain.
I am a ride or die, and they're good people. I've known Ryan and Blake for over a decade. They're really incredible people. In Hollywood, they have been incredibly successful. People work with them. They've never had any bad mojo out there or treated people badly. They are...
Emanuel and Blake's mafia-style grip over Hollywood became a tool to rewrite reality. Baldoni was reduced to collateral damage, while Blake and Ryan hid behind the shield of power.
Blake felt that she was not being protected. She complained, and then these people tried to go after her. They should stop. They're still trying to do it.
At its core, this was never just about Lively, it was about Hollywood's privilege and power structures. The internet can run all the fake defenses it wants, but the receipts are out there. No staged PR campaigns or fake charity donations can erase the truth. Blake Lively now stands exposed as nothing more than a manipulator.